Hello, and welcome to the Tuesday show. I hope we're all working and we all got our fingers crossed. There was a little lack of sound in the studio earlier, but I'll just plow ahead regardless. Today is Tuesday, the 21st of October. It's a very sad day today because today is the last day that we're here in this beautiful surroundings of Maple Studios, at least we think it is anyway. So we're going to try and make it a good show today. We're going to give it a little bit of extra effort, not that we don't give it enough anyway. We got some of the usual crew. We got myself, as you might have noticed already. And we've got Glenn, of course, doing his spaceman thing. We've got Mr. Regular, Mr. Leon Doherty, the king of the guitar, is on the show yet again. We got some live music, we got some VT, and to be honest, I don't really know what we got because I haven't even watched half of it yet. So we're going to plow ahead regardless with Mr. Leon Doherty, with one of his own creations, playing live for you now. Take it away, Leon.
Thank you.
Yeah, the excellent Leon Doherty there, with his particular and curious brand of folk. We like it every week I listen to it, and it just has more and more meaning. It's beautiful. So anyway, we're going to move on to a little kind of sad little part of the show. Our old DJ and absentee, we might call him, Mr. Ghost, has come in and done his Barnsley little thing, and he's done a little bit of VT, something like that. I don't know what it is. Of course, nobody's actually seen it yet because he never shows anybody before. He just gives it to us in this little sealed package, and then we just have to put it on and see what it is. So you're as much in the dark as we are, and we're as much in the dark as you. Roll VT.
I'm sorry again, chaps, I can't make it to the Tuesday show this week.
but I'm going to try my hardest and get there for you next week. Obviously, I think tonight is the final show at Maple Studios, so farewell Maple Studios. I've certainly had some fun times on the Tuesday show, as you may know if you've been a regular viewer since the beginning, which I'd like to believe that you have been. But anyway, enough jibber jabber from me. It's time for me, shall I say, these last couple of weeks. There's some quite special occasions coming up. An event called Halloween, which I do believe people like to get dressed up as ghouls, witches, zombies, and such. So if you like doing stuff like that, that's the perfect event for you, isn't it? It's much scarier, can you? Anyway, after Halloween, there's another special occasion. I don't know if you've got this one in your diary or if you know of it. It is a thing. It does happen every year. Not many people twig onto it, but I'll let you know, and hopefully it's going to be a fun time. For me, I'm sure it will be. For yourselves, it depends if you want to get involved in my celebrations. It's going to be my birthday, yes, birthday. I'm going to be years old on the 12th of November. That's the 12th of November, so write that in your diaries. You've got plenty of time to nip out, buy me a present, make it fun, make it not fun, you know, somewhat good, somewhat bad, whatever. If you want to send stuff in, and we'll show it on the Tuesday show. We'll have a good laugh, I'm sure. Okay. This is my first email that I got this week, and it's from a pen and paper. It's a nice little poem. So, are you listening? Are you listening? I think you're listening now, aren't you? Flowers. Say it with flowers. Minute after minute, maybe we can win time. Fish and chips open. Mr. Ed, of course. A horse. A horse. What is your name? Well, that's a shame. The truth is, you've got a different point of view. What's good for me ain't necessarily right for you. Will I ever find the words to say, but then, would we be open? Yes. I can hear you clapping here. I can hear you clapping, laughing, rolling out on the floor, whatever you're doing. Okay, I'd like to just wrap it up now and say thank you very much for taking your time out, and for the Tuesday show people for allowing me to bring this VT down at such short notice, even though I couldn't be there in person. And the last email I received is basically one from an old friend of ours. Yes, Tim. Do you remember Tim? Tim to View, all that fun stuff we had with Tim was really good. And he says, one thing I would like to see again, if that's okay with the guys upstairs. Excuse me.
Is Tim would really like to see the VT we did for Valentine's Day. Okay, it was supposed to be specifically for Valentine's Day, but Tim says he felt that it really just translates all year round, because we all know all you need is love. Well, Tim, hopefully the boys will be able to find the VT for you, and we'll get it on the show, and you'll be able to get it sat on your boats, and you'll have your sailor's outfits on, or whatever kinky party you're going to tonight's outfits. That'll be what you're adorning. And you know, sit back and appreciate this love. I'd just like to say to everybody out there in internet land, if you would like to show some love, please do so. Send us your gifts, trinkets, money, your grandma's golden teeth, just whatever you can rustle up. Just not a rustle there because they're not very nice. Until next time, hasta luego.
Listen to the VT, were they? Anyway, hello. Don't know what that all meant, as usual. It's typical Rog, I wasn't even listening. He did actually mention that it was his birthday, though, and he did, how many years old am I? I wonder, you know what I mean? 43, 78, 162. Answers on a postcard, please. You might even win a pie. Never know. Also, Tim's back on Friday, I've been told to tell you. Maybe he said that on the interview thingy. Well, it wasn't an interview, it's just a monologue. Maybe he said it, who knows? Nobody here was listening. But if he didn't mention it, Tim is back on Friday, and he might even come back and usurp my chair, take my power away. I'll stick my pen in his... But maybe he won't, who knows? He might just bugger off back to Tin Spot or wherever the hell he is. Don't even know where that is. So anyway, we might as well move on now, because I don't know anything else to say in this segment. So it's on with Mr. Glen, Mr. Spaceman, Glen in the sky. He's up there somewhere. Come in, Glenn, are you there? Probably not.
Whoa! Twist my nipsies and call me Daisy. I'm back here with a bit of Glen entertainment, some bands, gigs, stuff, and doings. Like, it's all good. Hey, just like Panto. Yes, as Ben's been saying, it's his last show. So just previously, a year ago to this very hour, I first set foot in front of a camera. Here's a bit of footage. No, there isn't, sorry, hopefully not. But if you go on the website down at the bottom bit where it says Tuesday Show and roll right to the very, very end, you're going to see some fellas like Matt and Tim from a year ago, us doing a slightly poorer version of what we do now. Not with top pro outfit though. Also, previously in my little world, the Archers ended. But did it? Because I'm still hearing stories of more gigs there. So there's 3 more gigs happening at the Archers. I'll mention it in a minute. But they didn't tell me though. I need the money. And so I've gone down to the Licorum. More on that story later. Last show at Maple was great. We're all drunk. There's people naked running about cheering and that. And it's just like that. And although I'm kind of in space because it looks like a freaky thing, but it's not. Answers on the postcard if you can tell where I actually am. And that, I don't think you'll write it anyway. No one ever does. We make the emails up. Did you know? So coming up this week in Gigland and stuff like that. Tonight, Leon O'Doherty is on the Tuesday show. You've got a bit of him. There'll be a bit more of him in a bit. Coming up tomorrow, the Archers are still experimenting. Don't know why they're experimenting, because the experiment surely failed if obviously the pub's shutting and someone else is taking it over and going to ruin it. So, yeah, but there's Dead Man's Finger. These are great names, these. I've got loads of weird band names this week. Shining for the Blind. So, do the blind care if you're shining? I'm sure they might get a sense of warmth and that shining. And then Fear Driven. If you've ever been driven by fear, don't fear the fear. Moving on, we've got Thursday, the Pulse Bar Bomb Night. This week, there's Gangs of Feral Youth. Feral stuff like May's Lost Empire. Great name again. And Stone Drifters. Don't know what that's all about, but it's full of meaty goodness, I'm sure. However, I've just got to mention that not this Thursday, but a week on Thursday, there's a very special Halloween. Well, it's not really Halloween, it's the 30th. It's the day before Halloween, but a very special Pulse Bar Bomb Night where there's Skimboat. In space, no one can hear you whore yourself. There's also the mighty Gaia, Virgin Mary's, Bruce and good old Stubert and Moon. Now, Stubert's been a little bit poorly, so if he's watching, hope you're okay for next week, fella. But I'm sure Moon will be there doing the Moony thing. This Friday, don't care what's on, because I'm off to Chef, because it's a surprise party that I've just ruined. Oops. Not really, because you don't watch this show. Not like many of you, both of you. Oh, they've gone home now. So Saturday, though, is a very, very special night. We've got a very special thing. If everyone remembers the urban stage from Bomb, there's these guys called First Base, and they're running a bit of a special night for DJ Time. It's his birthday, so there's a very special night. And a very special band on as well, Epoch. Live drum and bass to fit around a whole load of a new electronic music going down at the Licorum. Possibly the new place to be. Who knows? Answers on a postcard. Moving on, Saturday. Tim's back actually. Tim's going to this thing, so we've all been invited. I myself am on a hot date. More on that story later. Sunday we've got the Isaacs, and Monday the Isaacs again. I think on Monday Cake or Biscuit are on. We've had them before. Good old Tom Skur and that. Folk it. It's folk at the Shore Inn, and it's all good.
It's
Beep. Beep, beep, yeah, that's it. I'll really squeeze this one out tonight like a big poo. So that all brings us back round again to the Tuesday Club. Come join us, because next week we're at the Skimboat HQ, where the mighty Raised by Animals, featuring a sexy little fella with a beard who just does weird videos for us. I've got to rewind that and have a look at that, what he did, but he said hey up to Tim, and he also probably gypped us a bit, so there you go, Rog. Nice one, fella. So, as I mentioned, Burn Down the Disco moved from the Archers to the Lacorum last Friday. I was there for the very first night. So, because I was there, I had my camera. So, I'm now going to take you there. So, if you care to roll my VT, have a bit of this pie. Well, hello there. Here I am at the Lacorum for a Burn Down the Disco. It's the first one in a new place. Let's see how tonight's going to go. I'm behind the desk. There's bands and doings. Bye. Hi, I'm here with Ben, who's running the night. What have you got to say for yourself? It's your first night. How are you feeling?
Up against full. Very good. Feeling very good.
Good. Yeah, it's going to be great. Why would you look at that massive disco ball of joy? Live at the Lacorum. Until next time, skaba!
Entertainment from my space station satellite. It's in space. Oh yeah.
Yes, that was Glenn with his new thingy venue thing. So yeah, I don't know, I wasn't watching that either. Sorry, I was thinking about something else. So anyway, on with the news. Yeah, baby. Look at this. This is just cute stuff. You know, I love animals and cute animals, big fat tigers. Isn't it great? So there they are swimming with some trainers. It's kind of like dolphins, and you know, not dolphins, but you know, the killer whales. And they're swimming and they're like, anybody goes, hey, gives them loads of money. So it's kind of exploitative, but they are cute pictures of tigers. Bring up the last one especially. You know, that one, the next one. Yeah, that one. Isn't that cute? No, that wasn't the next. The next one. Next one, Andy. Yeah, okay, you see now, I was looking at holding their heads and all. So anyway, cute exploitation of animals for other people's sympathy and stuff. And now, much better story, we have a heroin-addicted elephant. Isn't that great? It was a wild elephant, but they used heroin-addicted bananas, heroin-spiked bananas, to get it like sort of lured in. Hey, you want a banana? It's got heroin in it. So then it got so addicted to heroin, now they can't release it back into the wild. So now they have to keep it. It's called the Zhejiang, and it's living in a Yunnan Wildlife Park in China. Oh, where else but China, you know? It's got a great human rights record, even better animal rights record. I mean, you know, it's fantastic what they do to people over there. And animals, well, they're not even people. So anyway, he's that's about it, really. Oh yeah, also all his odors have changed now, so all the other wild elephants won't like him now because he smells weird, because he smells of heroin, I suppose. And they said they've rehabilitated him, but I reckon he still gets a couple of bananas from time to time. You know what I mean? You got a banana here, mister. You got a banana. Yeah. So anyway, that's the heroin-addicted elephant. On to a drunk horse. This horse was found walking down the road with you know those cart things, and it with two wheels, and then it knocked over some guy who was sitting on a bench. Like, so they said, that horse is drunk. So they arrested the horse. Reckon it was made to put drunk because apparently that makes horses look better just before you sell them. So the horse was drunk, and then it got arrested, and we don't know what happened after that. It was in a place called Lilești, which is in Romania, because everybody's crazy in Romania. And there was a drunk horse in the police cell. I presume he sobered up and made a statement and signed with his hoof. I don't know. Who cares? So on to our last story, which is just the best story I've ever, because this is brilliant, this is genius, you know what I mean? Who cares about drunken elephants and heroin-addicted tigers and, I don't know, stuff. This is about a road that makes music. How cool is that? You see, you just drive over, you know those little rimbly-wobbly things that are on the road, and go tunk, 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 tunk. Well, they put them all in different spaces, and now it plays the William Tell Overture. They did it for an ad, which is kind of sad, and, it's just like, oh yeah, Honda. Do you have to just ruin our lives by our disgusting commercialism? It's kind of... So, but anyway, it's a brilliant idea. They should do it all over the place. And they did it, and then everybody complained because it made too much noise, you know what I mean? Everybody over 70, stop talking. If you're over 70, nobody wants to listen to you, because all you ever do is bleed and complain. So stop complaining. So, but they seem to have this mad, hypnotic power upon peoples and governments and stuff. So, yeah, the over 70s. Do you ever see Logan's Run? Something to think about. So anyway, they decided to build the road. Apart from my lovely mom, who's 71, I love her to bits. They decided to build the road on an industrial estate several miles away, and they were also thinking about changing the theme to Born to be Wild, which is a bit of a crap tune. I much prefer the William Tell Overture. But what a great idea! Music while you drive. It's just fantastic. We should have more music and less cars and less old people. Well, lots of old people. Well, who cares? Anyway, so that's the end of the news for that, for now, for now, and for never. And what we're going to do now is stop me talking and go back to listen to some real music with an actual guitar, not a car, and Leon Doherty. Here he is.
Nobody does it better. Makes me feel sad for the rest. Nobody does it half as good as you. Baby, you're the best. I wasn't looking, somehow you found me. I tried to hide from your love light, but heaven's above me. The spy who loved me, she's keeping all my secrets safe tonight. Nobody does it better. Though sometimes I wish someone could. Nobody does it half as good as you. Why'd you have to be so good? The way that you hold me, whenever you hold me, there's some kind of magic deep inside you. It keeps me from running, but just keep it coming. How'd you learn to do the things you do? Nobody does it better. Makes me feel sad for the rest. Nobody does it half as good as you. Baby, you're the best. Baby, you're the best. Baby, you're the best.
Well, that brill. That was fantastic. I love that tune. I love that guy. He's brill. But I mean, yeah, that was all like a Carly Simon tune, but actually it was done by Lena Horne in the 30s, but I think it might have been done even earlier than that. Maybe, I don't know, Billie Holiday or Bessie Smith or something. Yeah, it doesn't matter. What a great tune. What a great tune. What a great band. Yeah, it's like a band, isn't it? It's like an orchestra. So anyway, we're going to move on now. That was the last bit of music we had from Leon, but in a few minutes we're going to have an interview with him and our other presenter, Steph, who I forgot to mention at the top of the show. This is Glenn and Ben, and the honky white man. I keep forgetting to talk about the women. But we do have one presenter. Her name is Steph. She's going to go over there and start chatting to Leon in about 5 minutes. But first, we got the other honky white man on the show with his beautiful hair. Oh no, actually, yeah, no, I'm making a mistake about that because we got two presenters today. Two new presenters. Because Glenn has gone off and he's like, you know, I don't know, something. So he's not there anymore. So he's drafted in some crazy lunatic dude called Cantos who's got a cage over his face because I think he's a mouse or something. So he's going to do the movie moments instead. And then straight after that is going to be Steph doing the interview with the band. And then we'll see what happens after that. We don't really know yet. Take it away.
Hello, me Cantos. No GTV from the Cantos, cause Cantos only small. Cantos look bigger in real life. On camera, he real tiny. Cantos, he like the movies that the movies do, but Cantos seen terrible movie, Journey to Center of Earth. Me do big poo instead of little sticky. Me like do little sticky instead of poo. But instead, me Cantos bring you after several hundred years of B-View and BTV. Cantos bring you the best of the Tuesday show. The best, no, not Star Wars. The best of the Tuesday show, featuring such moments like Ben and such Roger and Tim and that good stuff. Also, too hot for TV, for BTV, it's Ben and his dirty late night stuff. That real dirty, naughty Ben and his willy out. And dirty stuff. But then, oops. Right, and then the piece de resistance. We have Glentertainment special. Ooh, coming at you. Who's gonna save the day? Skimboat. Whoring Skimboat since 1984. Time shape. Right, over to Steph, who interviewed Leon, good friend of mine. He win at poker.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, well, it's nice to meet you anyway.
Nice to meet you.
It's been brilliant listening to music. Have you enjoyed playing tonight?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I always enjoy playing here. It's good.
Right, because you've been on before, haven't you?
Quite a few times, yeah. So, can anybody remember how many times I've been on? 6, 7, something like that. Yeah, 6 or 7.
Right. Has it changed a lot since first time you were on?
No. It's
Really?
It's got worse. Everybody's got worse. Only kidding. I'm only kidding.
So what have you been doing since you were last on show?
Not much. Winning money off Glen. University, mostly. A few gigs here and there, but mostly getting boring in my old age, I think. Just starting to settle down a little bit.
I noticed you mentioned gigs, so are you in a band or is it?
No,
just
I'm solo. I was in a band, but I don't think I'll ever be in a band ever again. It's just too much hard work.
You're brilliant on your own anyway.
Well, thank you very much.
So what was the last gig you played?
The last gig I played, let me think. God, they all roll into one. I think you were at Glen's party. It is. Sorry. It was Glastonbury last year. Yeah. No, I don't know. I can't remember.
So, when's the next gig you've got on
the next gig is tomorrow at the Casbah in Sheffield. That's a question I do know.
Right. Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah and no. Yeah. But yeah. I hate interviews. Go on.
Have you got any recordings, any music out there?
I did have some. I did. This is a very sad and wretched story that I'm going to tell you now. But I finished my album. I got it all done, and then my hard drive went down. So I've got nothing at the minute. So I've got to record it all again.
That's terrible.
Yeah. I'm over it now. You know.
Yeah. Any music on the internet?
I've got a MySpace page. And it's just the normal blah 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 / Leonard Doherty, and there's some nice songs on there. Old songs, but nice.
And do you always play your own? Is it all your own music?
It is on the MySpace, but I do like covers. I do like playing covers because you like walking other people's shoes. You know what I mean? When you as a songwriter, it's always nice to get the feel of somebody else, how they're feeling. You know what I mean? And that's why, the Carly Simon song today, you know what I mean, I've always liked that. Yeah. And Glen asked me to do it, and I thought I'd do it for Glen, because he is the best, you know what I mean, Sorry, he's gone, yeah.
Right, well, it's been brilliant interviewing you.
Well, thank you very much.
So, thanks a lot.
I've gone red.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, no, it's just not bad. It's me. It's Fun Bobby. How's it going? That guy, that I don't know. I can't even say the word. But he went and he left me. And when he left me, he's supposed to do the outro. He's supposed to take it out. And I'm just sitting underneath the table playing with his toes. And he's like, I'm not going to worry about it, Fun Bobby. You'll be fine, Fun Bobby. Just sit there for that. And next of all, he's gone. He's out smoking a cigarette or something like that. Fat, lazy, So anyway, he puts me up. So I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? I don't know. I'm thinking. So I thought, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something nice for you little audience people. All you little tiny little people that's living in that camera. I'm going to tell you a story. This is a funny story. I mean, it's a funny story, you know what I mean? So anyway, one time I was out in this club with this guy, and his name is Paul. He's a bit of an asshole, but what are you going to do? So anyway, he's out and he's drinking a lot, I'm talking, he's really drinking. I've had a few, but I'm not too bad. So next of all, he's standing there and he says to me, hey, I want 10, I need 10 quid, So I'm like, get out of my face, Paulie, man, get your own money, I say, okay, I'm not going to go to the bank, you know what I mean? Screw you. You go to the bank. Here's my card. Go to the bank, take 10 quid out, okay? Stop bothering me, I'm busy, So he comes back, and then I find out that he hasn't just been drinking, you know what I mean? He's been doing some other naughty stuff, right? I'm telling you, 7 o'clock in the evening and all that stuff, so I can't tell you what it is. But trust me, it's naughty stuff. So all of a sudden it hits him. It's like boom, and I mean, boom, it hits him. He's just gone. He's just like, he's paralytic. He's just, and he's like this, watch, I'm going to imitate you. You're watching this, because this is not me, this is me imitating him, you know what I'm talking about. He's like, like that, just nothing, not moving, nothing, right? And I'm shaking him, I start slapping him in the face. I'm saying, Paulie, hey, come on, wake up, man. I'm going like this, I'm going like that. And he's like, no, I'm moving, like that, non-stop, nothing. I'm like, what the hell, he's nothing. He's like a zombie. Next thing of all, he does one little thing. He goes, undoes his belt, trousers fall down to his ankles, he's standing there in his boxers. And this is in the middle of the club, you know what I'm talking about? He's like 5 feet from the dance floor, you know what I mean? He's standing there with his trousers around his ankles. I'm like, Paulie, I need my bleeding card back, man. Give me my card, So he's like, no. So I'm like, oh, jeez. I got to get my card back, because now I got no money, because I spent all my money drinking booze while I was talking. So now I need the card, so I can go to the bank. So I'm there, and I'm like, well, you know what I mean? So I got to get up. I got to get down on my knees like this, and I got to fumble around on the ground trying to get my card out of his pocket. pocket, and his penis is right bleeding there, you know what I mean? It stinks, and I'm like this, and everybody's looking at me in the club now. I'm thinking, oh my God, what are they thinking about me? You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm on like grease in front of a guy, and he's got no trousers on. It's the most embarrassing situation of my entire life. I'm like, unbelievable. So eventually, I find the card. I get the card out of his pocket. I'm walking out of the club. I'm steaming at this point. My face is red. I'm like pulsing blood and stuff. I go up to the machine, right? Stick it in the machine. Pum, pum, pum. Wrong number. I'm like, oh God, I must be drunk. Take it out, put it in. Boom, boom, boom. Still the wrong number. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm so annoyed. I'm so angry. It doesn't even think. It don't even cross me to think. I think this machine is just dicking me about. You know what I mean? It's just annoying me. So I put it back in. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Your card's been swallowed. I'm like, oh my God, I can't freaking believe this. I'm just like, now I'm even more annoyed. So I go back to the bar. I scab 10 quid off somebody else. I get really, really drunk. I go home. Paulie by this time's been thrown out. Like, what a surprise, walking around with your trousers around your ankles. Oh, he's, and the bouncer's like, are you with that guy? And I'm like, am I with him? What are you kidding me? So anyway, get drunk, go home, get up the next morning. I'm sitting there, and I'm thinking I'm waiting for Paulie to get up. I'm waiting for him to get up because, it's like then I can say, what are you doing to me, man? You know what I mean? I got my card swallowed and everything. I'm so annoyed, still even the next morning. So he gets up, he comes down, he goes, oh, here's your card, man. Hey, by the way, I can't find my card. And so at that point I had to tell him, it's like turned out it was his card the whole time. So that's why I swallowed it and I didn't have any money. And when I served him right, he was out of his face. You know what I mean? If he was on the ball, then it wouldn't have happened. So anyway, I've been fun, Bobby. There was Ben, there was Steph, there was Cantos, there was Glenn, there was Leon, there was all the backstage people. We're finished. Goodbye, good night. We will see you later.
You